Hi everyone, this is Nicholas Cleve with BuildingYouthLeadership.com. This is part 7 in a 12-part video series where I'm focusing on how to make consequences meaningful. Well, I think this is critical when it comes to parenting in terms of how to deliver consequences. If you want to get your point across to a child by taking away something, that's great. Sometimes what I hear parents say is, oh, I took away this video game, but it had no effect on a child. It didn't change a behavior. And I'll say, well, does that child ever play that video game? And then the parent says, well, I don't think so. Being the same note, you know, if you have a parent who takes away a stuffed animal that a child hasn't touched for 2 years, you know, those are items that aren't meaningful to a child. Therefore, the consequence of taking away an item is not meaningful. Let me give you an example of how you can really make a consequence sting by taking away something special. Let's say you have a child, let's say a 12-year-old daughter, let's say, and she is expected to mow the lawn, but she won't go out and mow the lawn. She's refusing, and she just keeps putting you off and ignoring you. Well, and let's say she has a very special MP3 player that she absolutely loves. Well, what you can do is you can take that MP3 player and sell it and use the money to pay someone to come mow the lawn. And when she comes to you and says, hey, what happened to my MP3 player? All you have to say calmly and clearly is, well, I tell you, you didn't mow the lawn like I had asked, and so I had to sell your MP3 player so that way I could get some money to pay someone to come mow the lawn to do the job that you were supposed to do and that you were expected to do but didn't. Let me tell you, you do that once and that 12-year-old young lady will never let that happen again. She'll listen to you and do exactly what she's supposed to do. That is a powerful and meaningful consequence, and that gets your point across that you're not going to put up with a child misbehaving and not doing what you ask. It's as easy as that. You know, whenever you can take away special toys or special electronics, that helps make things meaningful. You know, I remember an example where my child was not taking naps at daycare. My daughter wasn't taking naps at daycare. I didn't have to yell at her. I didn't have to scream or spank her. I delivered a meaningful consequence. I took away something from her and something that she liked, and it still wasn't enough. A day or so later, I had to take away something else that was even more special to her. And finally, she started taking naps again at daycare, and problem solved. And so she got her items back, and she's still napping at daycare, and it took care of the issue. And so whenever you can deliver meaningful consequences that affect a child's behavior, that's where you can make it sting and hurt a little bit by taking something away. That's where you can get results in getting a child to listen and do what you ask. So I do hope this helps. Do check out part 8 in this video series where I'll be talking more about parenting with consequences. Thank you, everybody.